Hey there, it's Colleen Flanagan, and this video will show you how to decipher the mind-body wisdom of your gums and gum issues. This does not replace a dentist's care, but it may supplement it, especially if you have stubborn gum issues like infections or soreness or bleeding or something like that, and your dentist is puzzled, like, why isn't your mouth responding to the treatment? It could be because there are repressed or trapped emotions in your mouth that, once released, allow your body to heal. I've seen it many times with my clients, even with myself, my family, and some animal friends as well. So the first thing I'd suggest is, if you're really interested in mind-body wisdom, learning more, this book by Deb Shapiro, this is my go-to guide. It's called Your Body Speaks Your Mind, and it's got a CD in the back about doing exploration through your body and figuring out, what is your body trying to tell you. And she goes into great explanations in her book about mind-body wisdom and asking specific questions to ferret out those emotions or situations and people that could be triggering, because of your discomfort or your fear, these ailments in your body. Now, what she says about gums is, the gums hold your teeth in place, providing the strength and security from which you can assert your bite or chew things over. Receding gums indicate a weakening of resolve, a backing down of confidence, a letting go or loss of power, which often happens to the elderly, right? If they are swollen or bleeding, it implies an emotional conflict or upset. So gums are about your boundaries and feeling secure and decisions and your ability to express your anger and rage. And nowadays we really can't do that, especially if, say, you're being bullied at work, and the worst part is it's your boss. You can't say anything back because you need your job desperately, and he or she is known to go around firing people or whatever. Suddenly, you start getting mouth issues on the right-hand side, because the right-hand side is about the logical issues in our life. Money, income, work, school, things like that. Left-hand side is about love, relationships, things that we love in our lives. Like, even maybe you have a business that you love. A lot of people look at their businesses as their children, or your pets as your children, of course. I know I do. Anyway, if you're unsure about what it could possibly be about, just sit down and find out, think about when the issue in your mouth started. When did the infection start, or the bleeding or whatever? Around that time, what was going on in your life that was really stressful or difficult? If you're absolutely not sure how to figure it out, you can just do a general clearing, and that could possibly help, or be aware of issues that come to mind, like, oh, I forgot all about when so-and-so in my family was very cruel to me at the family reunion, or things like that. It's amazing. Once you start listening to your body, it's going to start telling you, and your mind will start providing clues and suggestions. This is what needs to be released. So you find out what the issue is, around what time it started, and what body part it's affecting, and then you release it. The simplest way I know to decipher body issues and emotional issues and then clear them out is by dowsing, which is just a tool to tap into your intuition. And my book, Fearless Accurate Dowsing, available on Amazon. A lot of people have bought it all over the world. It was a bestseller the first weekend that it was released. Helped a lot of people because it's got sections in there for deciphering conditions for your animals, of course, your family, and of course yourself, right? You deserve that because you're a treasure, and helping people all the time just by being you. So let's get back to your gums. Quick story about me. My dentist found this big old nasty, it wasn't infected, but it was just a weird, sort of tender, hard lump where my cheek meets my gums, way up top there, which, I don't go digging around there, so I didn't even see it. But he was a good dentist. He found it. And they're like, we don't know what this is. It's some kind of a growth. And they took x-rays, and they went looking at him. I'm like, well, I'm sure I'll figure out what it is. So I dowsed and found out it was all this unexpressed anger towards my boyfriend, right? On the left side. I was keeping it hidden, and it was a big old lump of anger and rage at him. And I went home and cleared it all out. And I went back to the dentist for my 6-month checkup, And they're like, we thought you'd be back by now because of that horrible lump, and we'll look at that right away. Like they're expecting some giant ulcer, maybe a hole in my gum or something. Oh, it's got to be awful. No, it was healed because I released the emotions that were causing it. So when you hear someone say, a medical professional, we don't know what this is, to me, it pretty much indicates it's emotions, because they can express in the weirdest ways, but they're just trying to tell you we need help before this messes up your entire body or causes some terrible disease, right? So you can help yourself just by taking some time and allowing your beautiful inner wisdom to talk to you about what's going on and what it is. And then what you do is, even if you just brainstorm a whole bunch of ideas, well, I got really mad when she did this to me at work, and I got mad when he did this to me in our relationship. Whatever it is, just write it down and then start doing emotional release work. The fastest way I know is simply by clearing your governing vessel meridian, which runs from the bottom of your spine all the way up your spine, over the top of your head, and it comes down here. And there's endpoints under your nose, above your upper lip, that you can tap on very gently. Harder isn't better. And those of you who are fans of emotional freedom techniques know that's called the undernose point, and it's a big point for letting go of emotions. You can also take your hand, face your palm towards your mouth, and then just run it in an arc right over the top of your head, center top of your head. When it gets down to your neck, just pull it away. And as you do these things, tapping or arcing, you start talking about what you want to release. I'll give you an example about this lump up here. I now let go of my fear of not being safe with this boyfriend that caused this big lump here on my gum. It's a lump of anger. I release my fear that the bad times will never end in this relationship. I release my fear of failure because this relationship's going to fail, and I really thought he was the one. I release my fear of the consequences of success, of the relationship going on, but it's still being bad enough that I'm just so unhappy. But there's so much good in it too, and I'm not sure what to do. I let go of my fears that he's going to dump me, fears of rejection or abandonment. I release my fears that things are never going to change and this lump's going to get bigger, and I let go of all the fears locked in this lump here. And I allowed the lump to heal. Thank you, lump, for letting me know that this is what was going on. And so it is. Now let's just say you have some swollen or bloody gums here on this side of your mouth, and you're having issues at work. You just start talking about it. I now release my fears about work that are causing these bloody, swollen gums, receding gums, because I just want to pull away. I let this go now. I release my fear and terror that I'm not safe at work. I release my fear and terror that I cannot speak all the rage that I've been storing in my mouth and my jaws. Maybe you're grinding your teeth at night too. I let go of my fear and terror. Things are never going to get better at work, but I haven't been able to find another job. I release my fear and terror and anger and rage of losing my job, losing my income, then losing my home, losing my family, not being able to take care of my family, losing my health care. All this, I'm letting all this go now. Just talking clear. Don't wait, please. So many people have written me and said, well, I'd like to try this, and I got all these issues and everything. Well, what are you waiting for, right? Get on it and do it. The one thing I've noticed is you can't make things worse doing this, right? Now, you may have some old memories come up, and those are clues from your subconscious mind that you have more stuff to release, so release it. Just think about, oh my God, I just remembered while I was doing this clearing for my gums of this horrible dentist in my childhood. I released my fear and terror of going to the dentist as a child and him not using Novocaine and drilling on my teeth. It was a torture chamber. I let this go when he told my mom that I didn't need Novocaine because I was just a kid. I release it, release it, release it, and I choose to feel safe. By the way, that Novocaine story is true. It happened to me. Anyway, bless you. Thank you for being a treasure on earth and changing earth just by being here, uplifting people with your light and your love. You deserve the best. You deserve this time for your self-care. Feel free to spread the word about these videos And if you'd like to leave a comment, I would be so honored. Your comments just tickle me. I just feel so happy when I read them, like, oh, that's so nice, because I know you took the time and the thought process to share that. It's a gift to me, and I'm so grateful. My website's emorescue.com. More information, no cost, and free ebooks, audios, videos, all kinds of stuff for you there. Thank you again for watching. Peace out. Namaste. When you learn to douse, the universal wisdom is yours for the asking. Please check out my book, Fearless Accurate Dowsing, and any of my self-healing books, all available and very affordable on Amazon. Thank you.